terms and conditions. You were out there crying out. The burden was too heavy. The master was too cool. The desert was too hot, and you wanted out. You cried out desperately. You wanted out. You cried out to heaven. You wanted out. You wanted out. You didn't care where you were going. You just wanted out. Out for once, but out for sure. Hold up. Before you come out, there are terms and conditions. The lamb has to be slain. The blood has to be put on your post. You have to spend the night indoors. You can't come out. If you want to survive, if you want your firstborn to remain intact, there are terms and conditions. You can't come out. Not that night. You can't come out. And you don't understand that you always wanted to be adopted. You always wanted to have a father. You always wanted someone to come out there and claim you as their son, their daughter. Someone to come and fight for you. Someone to rage against the powers that be and say, let my son go. Let my daughter go. Or you will pay dearly. And it was not just a threat. It was something that he made good for. This is something that he didn't just say, but something he did on your behalf. But there are terms and conditions, my dear. The terms and conditions are for you to serve. When you cross that sea, when you go on the other side, when you watch them perish, those who wanted to kill you, those who didn't want you to be liberated, those who stood against your deliverance, when you watched them drown and you rejoiced, you should have thought about the terms and conditions. The terms and conditions are simple. He just wants you, his son, his daughter, to serve him. That's the whole entire point. It wasn't just for you. Yes, it was for you to celebrate. Yes, it was for you to have an inheritance. It was for you to have a home, to come out of bondage into your true inheritance, into the home that he prepared for you. But on the way there, you have to serve. On the way there, you have to serve. This is not what you imagined. This is not what you dreamed of. This is not what you wanted. But it is what it is. This is what you signed up for. These were the terms of conditions. The terms for you to serve and serve for a while. The term for you to get order put back into your life, so that you could have a purpose, so that you could have a mission, so that you could have a vision, so you would have values, so that you would be set apart. The conditions are for you to serve. Not to serve what you want, how you want, when you want, but to serve orderly, to serve one God only. For you to reject all idols, and for you to follow one only. The terms and conditions are for you to be set apart. The terms and conditions are for you to be consecrated. They are for you to learn how to fight. Even when you don't like it, you have to fight. That's the game. That's the rule. These are the terms and conditions. You have to be dedicated. You have to be consecrated. You have to be made holy. And you don't know how you will be holy because you are so full of dirt, so full of crime, so full of vices, so full of negative thoughts, so full of strongholds, so full of the things that you learn out there, and you don't know how it will happen. But it's not your job to figure it out. It's only your job to serve. You have to stay and serve. That's what you are called to. And that's what you have to do. These are the terms and conditions. And you cannot serve by giving out lip service, he won't take it. You cannot serve by robbing him of what he wants from you. He won't put up with it. You cannot serve him halfway, part-time, whenever you like. He doesn't want it. He wants the whole thing. He wants the entirety of you. He wants your very essence. He wants what he put in you. He wants the return on his investment. Investment to take you from out there, from the lot. When they counted you as a slave, as cattle, when they were selling you, they were bidding for the highest bidder. He came out as the highest bidder to purchase you, to redeem you, to take you back home. So you could be not out there in the wild, but in his home. That's what he did, and that's what you must do. These are the terms and conditions. The term of and condition from slavery to inheritance. From here to there, we are laying down our lives because these are the terms and conditions. And if you don't want to die, well, I don't know what to tell you, because there is no way you're going to live without dying. There's no coming out of this. You signed up for it. The altar has been built. The temple erected. You have got to lay down. You are the sacrifice. He doesn't want your 1,000 bulls. He doesn't want your rivers of oil. He doesn't even want your firstborn. He wants you. You are that sacrifice. And you might be going yelling and screaming, and you might plead for mercy. And you might say, this is not what I thought it would be. But he told you in advance. You signed that consent form. It wasn't in the dark. It wasn't you being drunk. You had no drop of alcohol in your system. He told you from the get-go, you gotta get out to serve me. He told you in that courtroom where your life was being waged, where condemnation could have come down on you, when you would have been sent into the outer darkness, where you would have been sentenced for life, life consecutive, life after life. In that courtroom is where he signed that contract with you. You weren't under duress. You weren't under stress. The terms and conditions were pretty clear. And you had an advocate, a lawyer, to explain all of the fine prints to you. If you're not ready, don't put your hand on the plow. If you cannot build that house, don't put one brick down. If you're not ready to pick up your cross and die daily, do not follow me. These are the terms and conditions. He didn't tell you to go say, I believe, and then have buyer's remorse later. He told you from the get-go. You will have to leave your home, your house, your family, everything you've owned. You will have to give up your riches. You will have to give up mammon for him. These are the terms of conditions. Whether you like it or not, this is the contract you signed, and you can't go back. And it's not like you cannot come out of it. Yes, you can. You can renege. If you like, you could walk out of this. But you must understand that if you do, there's a price to pay. Because the price that was paid for you was way too high for you now to go and say yes, to turn around and say no. Because if you say no now, if you want to be you now, you want to do you want to follow your heart now, halfway, a quarter way, a 3/4 way, whatever, close to the finish line. If you say no now, then the terms and conditions are none other than prepare yourself for the worst. Prepare yourself, because there will no longer be any sacrifice for you. The greatest sacrifice ever was already paid for you. And my friend, it is a terrible thing to fall into the hands of a living God. I don't know what it looks like, and I certainly do not want to find out. All I have to say is you need to embrace it. Embrace the terms and conditions just as they are. Sign that consent form and let the surgeon operate on you. You will not feel the pain that you think. You will not feel the cut because you will be under anesthesia. Like Adam, you will lay down, and when you wake up, what will be in front of you will make you wow. It will make you say, yes, this is the one that I was looking for. This is what I've always dreamed of. This is what was missing in my life. Another version of me. A better, richer, prettier, much elevated, upgraded version of me. But you got to go under that knife. You got to get those things that are inside of you that don't belong extracted. You have to stay under that knife for a period of time, being cut, being slashed, bleeding profusely. But let the surgeon, let the expert hand operate on you. Let him give you a new heart. And when he's done, he will shut that side. He will heal it. He will close that rib, and you will never know that what was missing. Because what will be in front of you will be far better than anything that could be missing. And I'm telling you, it is worth it. It is well worth it. The terms and conditions, when put that way, do not seem a burden. It seems that something that you want to put your hand on, something you want to raise your hand and say, yes, sign me up. Sign me up right now. Sign me up. And when you sign up, there's only one thing that happens. The beautiful thing is that the sacrifice on the altar starts rising as an incense, as an aroma of God.